The next step is social networking. Now you've done influencing and you've done listening. You've put out the content, but it's not enough to just put content out there and leave it. Social media is about building relationships, and social networking is how you do it. And what is social networking? It's very simple. It's very similar to what we do in our everyday life. We speak to people, we comment, we stay in touch, and we build relationships. And that's what social networking is about. Social networking has worked really well for me. I have met so many new contacts through social media. I can testify how social networking has helped my business. I know I wouldn't be an author today if it wasn't for social networking. I met someone online who invited me to an event that gave me the idea that writing a book could be good for my business. And if I didn't go to that event, I'd still be doing the old-fashioned thing of going to events, handing out business cards, and not really making a lot of traction in my business because, that's just the old way of doing things. A lot of my business network I've met online. A lot of new business that have come my way has come because of what I'm sharing. And with what I'm sharing, when I do share about my business, I'll share the events that I'm attending. I'll post pictures with the people that I meet at these events, and I'll put them online. And sometimes I might feel that no one's paying attention, but then I will meet a friend or see an old colleague, and they'll say, "Hey, I see that you're doing all these things on social media. Tell me more about that." And that creates an environment where now I can start speaking about my business, and then more opportunities come from that. So that's what social networking is about. It's about sharing and letting people know what it is that you're doing. And a lot of us, we might do that on a personal level. A lot of us, I think, with social media, we have the impression that people are posting pictures of their cats and their pets and their kids and things like that. And that's fine on a personal level. But on a professional level, it can do so much because you never know who's watching. And this is what social networking is about. So there's 3 very important things that every business should do in social networking. The first thing is finding the top influencers in your industry and networking with those influencers. So for me, as someone who's into marketing and internet marketing in particular, I find the top people in my industry and I follow them. There's people like Frank Kern and Ryan Deiss. Those are top influencers in my industry. So I'll follow those people and see what it is that they're doing. And I don't just follow them. I look at what groups they're in. I join those groups. And then I look at what conversations are happening in those groups, and I take part in those conversations. So now I'm not just associated with these top influencers, I'm also a part of their network, and I'm meeting people in that network. And what that has done for me is I've met people that I can collaborate with for my business to help to grow my business. I've met other people who are very skillful at writing, at podcasting and things like that, because I've been networking through the top influencers in the industry. So it's a great way to meet the best people. The next thing to do is network with your target market. Now, I shared with you earlier that I follow groups that are catering to my target market. And while I'm listening, I will see that there's people who are asking questions, they have concerns, and I may be in a position to help them. Now, I'm not asking them to do business with me. What I'm actually doing is I'm just participating in the conversation. So now that I've participated in the conversation, I've generated a new follower, I've gained a new friend, and the result of that is this is someone that I can do business with in the future. I can show them my product in the future without it being too pushy because they've already developed a relationship with me. So following groups that are catering to your network, to your target audience, is the next step in social networking, because now you have the opportunity to build relationships and speak directly to your target audience. The next thing to do is engage with your followers. So when you post articles and you post blogs, it's not enough to just post it and just leave it there just to sit and there's no engagement that follows. Just like you may leave a comment on this course, it's really important for me to reply to you, because I'm not just giving you one training exercise and then leaving you on your own. I'm helping you and I'm building a relationship with you. When you post on social media, reply to every comment. Even if it's just to say thank you for commenting, it's very important, because now you've built more relationship equity with the person that is following you on social media. So how do you find influencers? That's the question. Now, with hashtag searching, I'm able to see who are the people that are posting the most articles in my industry. So for me, I know that Copyblogger is a great source for information when it comes to blogging and writing. I know that Social Media Today is a great magazine that I can use to learn more about social media marketing. And it's as for someone in the industry, that's a great tool to use. So once I've identified through listening who these sources are, then I start to follow them. And then, of course, I start being involved in all the networks that they're in and start to have conversations with others. Now, it's really important not to sell when you join these groups. So important. I can't stress this enough. When you join this group, don't be the guy or the girl who's there just posting stuff about my product's so great, la la la. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you're turning people off. Because like I said before, people are joining social media networks to socialize and build relationships. So you have to be someone who is doing the same thing. If you're someone who joins someone's online group and you're posting your products all the time without permission, I can almost guarantee that they'll kick you out of that group. So don't do it. A perfect example of why not to sell first on social media. There's a group online who specifically asks that you do not sell on their page. And of course, if you sell on their page, then they'll remove you from their membership. And what was happening in this group is someone would post a question for a problem that they're having, and then someone would reply, or the group will reply, someone within the group or multiple members of the group would reply with an answer to that problem. And the person who has the best answer will get hired. So you see, the person who's replying, they're creating value first. They're not just saying, hey, I can solve it for you, just hire me. They're not doing that. They're saying, hey, this is the best solution for this problem. And if I, as a person who's posting that problem, like what it is that you're saying, then I'll hire you. So you're creating value first, and then you're getting business from it. Now, you must be wondering, well, where do I start making money? Well, in the next lecture, we'll start to speak about social selling.